Welcome to the INTJ and Owl show.
Okay, this is getting out of hand.
Owl Nation.
This is getting out of hand. I need to wear that hat.
Who says so?
Could we at least, I could hold it in my lap?
You'll have to wear it on your head.
Well, kids, we're back on the Reddits.
In that hat?
In this hat.
Hi. Welcome to the ENFP and INTJ show. This is your This
is your post.
Well,
this is a Reddit post as a human being. I'm here to annoy you.
Welcome to the ENFP and INTJ show. This is your host.
Look, I wore my pin.
ENFP. And because she looks this way, she wore her pin to try to gaslight you into thinking that she's qualified.
To gaslight you into taking me seriously.
And
I've hoodwinked them. I look like a person that would say hoodwinked and cahoots, don't I?
Yeah.
I love those words.
And I'm INTJ. I'm not sure why I'm here, but I like patterns.
We have a cat, guys. Cat in the building.
All right. Our little calico Rhea is here.
She has begun liking me more, though, but it's because I've been quiet around her. I don't know if she's going to like me today.
That makes two of us.
I can't be quiet in this outfit. It's not possible. I cannot. I've had too much caffeine. I've had too much Vyvanse today to be quiet.
Well, that's good because it'll create a contrast because I feel pretty low energy today.
That tends to happen with us.
One of us is high and one of us is low.
One of us, it can't, if it was two of us being too much.
We do have those moments occasionally. Lightning in a bottle.
It's scary. So we just didn't prepare for anything. And when we have moments where we're like, we haven't prepared for anything, you know what to do. Reddit.
That's not.
There's always Reddit.
There is always Reddit, but that's not exactly what happened.
Oh.
That could be what happened in your world.
That's what happened for me, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I looked at our lineup, what we've done recently, the things that we want to do.
Okay.
And I said, hey, I want to do some of these videos. And these will take a little bit of research. And these are very similar to the last 3 videos that we've recorded. So we probably need to break it up a little bit.
And people seem to really like the Reddit
and people
episode.
And so I suggested, I was like, we could do Reddit or we could do just, we could just yap. We could just have a yap session, see what happens.
Do you guys want an episode where we just have no agenda? We just yap?
And so
see where it goes?
That's kind of where I landed. And I think you forgot that we had that meeting.
I know the meeting happened. I just know where we landed, and I'm like, sign me up.
Yeah, she got to the destination, but she did not remember the journey.
I don't remember why. Reddit, a very scary place.
Yeah.
Guys, my hat almost doesn't fit in the frame. The vibe I was going for today is kind of like circus ringleader mixed with the Mad Hatter. Mm-hmm. You look comfy, but cute. And, well, I've never seen you look comfy and not cute.
Thank you.
You tend to match your pajamas.
I mean, you've always heard me say, just because you don't feel good doesn't mean you can't look good.
Yep.
And I think that's important.
And I think you're a good example of it.
Yeah. I don't feel not well. I just don't feel fantastic. I feel neutral.
Damn it.
Wow, you're really out of control with your swear words today.
I thought of 2 really good future ideas for topics. It was an idea that I had before, and so I was excited I thought of it again. Oh, I remember now. Reddit. It had to do with Reddit.
Okay.
So there is a subreddit. You post a picture of people post pictures of themselves and like, oh, type me. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of stupid because you're just based on how people look, and they try their best to look really interesting, and it's stupid. I think we should go on there and either post a picture together and be like, guess our types, and hope that no one knows who we actually are on the internet. Or we could do it individually and see if people can be accurate or not, or just for fun to see what they say. But see, the hard part is, do we want to post pictures of me in this frickin' outfit?
And that hat?
Or do we need to be as basic as possible?
So if people are trying to make themselves look interesting, then they're probably leaning into the characterized version of themselves. If I was going to post a picture and be like, try and type me, I'd very, very likely be wearing...
Keep your glasses on.
I'd very likely be wearing my glasses. Probably one of my collared
go academic.
My academic
Don't
side.
do the leather jacket, because then that will come across ISTP.
That'll come across cool.
So that was my other idea. Maybe I should write that down. We've been babbling. We are a babbling brook today. This is the Yapping Podcast episode.
Yeah.
So we should probably get in the Reddit. I'm going to let you take the lead. Which subreddit do you want to look at?
Let's take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
Open a subreddit, and I'm just going to go with it. In the meantime, you're going to enjoy an ENFP's interpretive dancing.
The 16 personalities as bad habits. Let's take a look at this one.
16 personalities as bad habits. Wait, what did it say about ISFP? ISFP is the first one. It says alienating people by caring so little about how they feel.
What?
That one doesn't seem to fit.
I disagree.
Is this a very unhealthy ISFP? What was this again? Bad habits.
Bad habits. I don't think that's a bad habit of an ISFP.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna respectfully, maybe not so respectfully, disagree with you. I would not associate that with an ISFP, but maybe I'm totally off. INFP, getting so wrapped up in your imaginary world and idealized versions of things that real life's disappointment becomes unbearable. That seems fitting.
It does seem
That seems fitting.
Yep.
Bad habit?
I guess a bad habit we do have to like in this version, it's like that does seem like also one that's not quite as healthy as they need to be.
Right.
But I think like a healthy ENFP still has the bad habit of sometimes forgetting what you're talking about mid-conversation.
Yeah.
Or a healthy INTJ still has the bad habit of like pulling on a string that has like nothing to do with anything and like now having a deep sense. Like I know a ton about piano tuning right now because I've started like watching videos about it.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But
okay, ESTJ, micromanaging and absolutely needing things done your way. Oh, yeah. For some reason in my brain, I guess I'm just not seeing these as
habit.
Bad habits. I think of bad habits as being a little bit more
like smoking.
Yeah. I know you ESTJs have a bad habit of smoking.
No, like an ESTJ probably has a bad habit of like wanting to systematize things that don't need to be systematized.
Yeah. Which is very similar to what they're saying.
But it's not.
I see these more as like weaknesses.
Yeah.
These are kind of your personality pitfalls. That's what I would reword this as, is like each pitfall of a personality type. INFJ, being caught up in your current obsession to the point where you forget to eat and sleep. I wouldn't think that's so much for INFJ. I mean, I definitely think INFJs could do that. But
I don't know if INFJs get caught up in the obsession to forget to eat or sleep. I think that they just forget to eat and sleep sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know that it's especially because they're caught up in a current obsession. I think that, I don't know, I'm thinking of my mom as an INFJ. She gets so caught up in her work throughout the day, which for her is very creative work, that she'll just neglect eating and sleeping, not intentionally, but just because she gets lost in it. I wouldn't call that an obsession. It's just her work.
Yeah.
So I do think INFJs can forget to eat and sleep just throughout the day.
It's just because the SI is so far away that like so many things filter through.
Or
first.
SE, you mean?
Yeah,
SE.
C.
Yeah, the C. INTJ, assuming you're always right and refusing to listen to other people's criticism and advice. I've seen that with less mature INTJs.
I think it is true that INTJs do assume that, like, if you're gonna like live life, you just have to assume that you're right or you're wrong when you start making statements. So I think INTJs do assume that they're right, and when they're wrong, they're spectacularly wrong.
Yeah.
Like they're not wrong in soft ways, like where it was like, oh, you know, I used a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon.
There's me.
Starting projects and never finishing them. Maybe this person does know what they're saying.
They do know. Some of them, they know.
Yeah, that's the ENFP.
Continuously coming up with new ideas without doing anything. Yeah, I could see that with an INTP. Some of these I'm like, could be other types too. What are people saying to this post? Interesting that you chose all the woman avatars. They're prettier. I gotta be honest, I didn't even see some of those women avatars before.
The last slide is too specific.
Well, it seems to be a lot of INTPs in this subreddit. I've noticed just from times before. There's another one. Can't help but feel like we need something more scathing than that for the INTPs. I would agree with that. I think you could dig deeper.
Guys, why is FI interpreted so selfish?
Empathetic. Sympathetic. I mean, but they were pretty accurate though. Except for the ISFP. I don't know what was going on with ISFP.
I think this is true. Like FI is empathetic and FE is sympathetic. Because FI is, you can feel yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
And FE is, you feel ways about that situation.
Okay.
Right? Well, I don't have FE.
I don't remember the distinction between sympathy and empathy.
That is.
So empathy is...
Like, empathy is...
Which one is more productive?
I mean...
Because I remember someone said, like...
I think sympathy is like I feel bad for you. Empathy is like I feel bad with you.
Yeah, that's what the difference
And compassion is let's get you out of that situation.
Let's actually do something about it.
Yeah, so I think compassion is probably the most effective.
Okay.
But it could take empathy or sympathy to move you to compassion.
I actually remember because it was when I was getting my psychology degree. I learned it in class that
She's got a psychology degree.
As a therapist, so like they were prepared. It was my last class I ever did before the degree. Was the counseling one. So they're preparing you for like if you want to become a therapist. An important distinction as a therapist is to, I believe it's use sympathy, not empathy. It was something where as a therapist, you actually don't want to get too invested. So it's actually better to use sympathy, I think, to be like, I recognize the situation. I do feel bad for you. Yeah, I'm curious. No one's commenting on the ISFP thing. That was what? ENFJ?
It's just such an ENFJ statement.
What did it say?
ENFJ, once again, misunderstood.
Oh my gosh.
And I laugh. I think it's
this person say?
Okay. This is super.
It went back.
This might be rude on my behalf.
Okay.
And you.
I feel like that was pretty fair. The original post. Agreed.
ENFJs that I talk to seem to have.
Oh, they're just too selfless. I mean, I get what they're saying.
ENFJs that I talk to tend to have like a similar. All of them tend to have a similar fear of being misunderstood.
Yeah.
And then I'll talk to like an INFJ who is perhaps one of the more misunderstood types.
Yeah.
Right? And they have no fear of being misunderstood. For them, it's just like, well, they did not understand me when I tried to share that.
It's another Tuesday.
It's another Tuesday.
Yeah.
Where like ENFJs are like, I can't believe I've been misunderstood again. And it's very dramatized. And they're really afraid of it. And that's why I laughed. I didn't laugh because it's like, I mean, also for me, an INTJ, I feel like I'm misunderstood about as frequently as I'm understood.
Yeah.
Like, it just happens. And that, like, it really, to me, it doesn't matter if I'm misunderstood by most people. It does, like, to my closest people, if I'm trying to share something important and I'm not understood.
Yeah. I kind of understand what this commenter is saying and some of the other replies, too. They're like, yeah, it's just the same thing over and over. It's like, yeah, but as an ENFP, I see over and over, they start things and they can't finish them. And it's true.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but also, not only is it, yeah, that's true. I understand the annoyance of like, yeah, but there is more they could say about me. And you do see that repeated a lot, but it's like, okay, but it's also true.
Yeah. Do you want to learn about MBTI types and the cognitive load of casual sex?
No. Let's avoid that one.
Okay. Oh, are you similar to your stereotype?
Are you similar? Okay, let's do that one. Are you similar to your stereotype?
There's 69 comments.
Your
laughter made me laugh.
That was funny. Okay, what's it say?
Are you similar to your stereotype? This is light MBTI discussions under r/MBTI.
And this person claims to be INFJ.
INFJs are constantly put on a pedestal, so it's making me wonder if the only one who isn't
if I'm the one
who isn't the reincarnation of an angel, lol. If anything, I think INTJ stereotypes are more accurate to my personality.
I don't know if this is what this person is saying, but I did think about this recently as someone who, like, I'm the one that's on the TikTok. Oh my gosh. They know we're Myers-Briggs people, so they'll just show me the majority of the Myers-Briggs content I get is INFJ and INTJ. I don't know if that's because of our content specifically, or if you're into Myers-Briggs at all, they think, oh, here's INFJ, INTJ content, because that seems popular.
People love the INTJs.
But I notice maybe this is what this person is thinking about. INFJ, the way INFJ is talked about in a lot of these posts online is like, they're these super interesting, and they make them sound like the most interesting people ever, and like they're like the special unicorns, and I can see why then a lot of people end up wanting to say that they're an INFJ based on these posts. And I'm like, listen, INFJs are very cool. I love them. I just think these posts, kind of like what that person's saying, it just makes them seem like, puts them on a pedestal as like these amazing things. And I'm like, I don't know, if I was an INFJ, I'd be kind of annoyed by that, because I think of my mom, who's INFJ, she doesn't want anyone talking about her. She doesn't want to be in the spotlight. And that's the irony in it, is like, most of the INFJs I know are very private people, and they're like, I do not want to be put on a pedestal. So
yeah, I was going to lead into the stereotype of like the reason that you are the face on our TikTok and all that stuff is because just getting, like we've talked about in the past, getting an INTJ on social media, you normally get a lurker.
Yeah.
And so
don't talk much.
Yeah, having me be the face of anything for our social media, maybe once every 6 months you'd get a response to a comment that I might thought was interesting.
Yeah.
And it'd probably be a little bit sarcastic.
Yeah.
And we talked about this with our friend John on his channel, Just Call Me John. I don't know if it made it all the way in, but like there is the stereotype. I think there's a stereotype for an ENFP that it's like they're really happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
And there's a stereotype for an INTJ that they're like super smart and successful.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, there have been depressed ENFPs in the world, and there are kind of failure INTJs out there.
Yeah.
There are some dumb ones.
Yeah.
So
I've yet to meet one. Hey, are you a dumb INTJ? We'd like to meet you.
Yeah, but I mean, I think also INTJs can be a little hard on themselves because, like, I'm like, I'm fairly successful, but I could be more successful.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of stuff, but I could know more things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so there's always something to, like, look and be like, oh, I haven't reached that yet. I'm not actually, like, what the stereotype is.
So they asked the question, are you similar to your stereotype? So as an ENFP, it's an interesting experience. Like right now is a good example that I'm really fighting my depression lately. And that gets into, I am not my depression. Depression, for me, at least for me, maybe other people it's different, but I don't see my depression as a piece of identity. I see it as an illness that I try to manage.
Yeah.
So definitely, at the least though, it's not my personality. That is probably a different discussion, but I bring that up just as like, oh, ENFPs are just these bubbly, happy things all the time. And I'm an ENFP that struggles with depression, which is an illness. It's not a piece of my personality.
Yeah.
But it is an interesting experience. What each personality type, when I think about like, how would each personality type manage and deal with their depression? Because as an ENFP, the depression makes me more depressed because I just want to be happy. I value happiness and fun so much. The depression makes me even more depressed because it's like when someone's stressed out that they're low on finances and they're not sure that they can make rent, so they like go buy something to make themselves feel better. Yeah.
And then they're low on finances. Like it can become its own cycle.
And so I don't know if it's because I just have severe depression or if my depression is severe because I have such a value for having fun and joy in my life that the depression makes me even more depressed.
Yeah.
That's a side point.
Yeah. To further us down the side point, I wanted to share my analogy.
Yeah.
Because I like it.
I love analogies. And I love your analogies most of the time.
Most of the time. For me, because of my history with the chronic migraines, for you, like, pick your depression, whatever it is, like we all live with life and we struggle with things that can like try and become our identity.
Yeah.
But I always think about it like it's like wearing a backpack. And it's like, okay, well, somebody put depression in your backpack. So you're carrying depression.
Yeah.
And like one day you'll learn how to get it out of your backpack.
Yeah.
But it's not actually who you are.
Exactly.
Like you can separate yourself from it. And it's actually not a fair load. Like, it's like let's put 6 bowling balls in your backpack today.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. And like everybody's going to carry it differently.
So I guess like we could make a whole episode out of it, but I would read like, if I could read out the stereotypes of the INTJ and then have us think about like, does it apply to you? And then the same for me.
Am I a villain?
That is, but is that a stereotype in film and not in real life?
Yeah. Okay, this person...
I probably do fit a lot of the ENFP stereotypes.
This person...
I'm a social butterfly with a head full of fairy dust and rainbows, but I am random imagined to be fairy. I mean...
Like, that comment could be fine, but it was the other comments. But it is... Yeah. This person might not be an ENFP, so that's interesting.
True. Same, I enjoy thorough research and I don't know it all.
But, like, guys, you can't... Like, okay, we're doing this in personality. You can do this with anything. We can do this with gender. Like... We're both women. We both identify fairly feminine.
Yeah,
and we both express it wildly differently.
Yeah, yeah. Look at us.
Look at us. And so, like, I could say no. I don't hit all. Like, I don't tend to wear high heels a ton because I'm already a giant and clumsy, and those two things don't do well for me.
Yeah.
But does that mean that I don't identify with femininity?
Yeah. What I'm seeing in these comments already is, do you fit the stereotype? My answer as an ENFP is yeah. But I'm also so much more than those stereotypes.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
End of story. I think that's what people are trying to say in the comments. We need to find fun posts right now. These people are too angsty.
Well, we are on Reddit.
Give me a little fun, Reddit. I'm dressed fun. I need some fun in my life right now. What did I just say about being depressed lately? I took a Vyvanse today and I need some happiness. Can I scroll through the posts and look for one?
Yeah, this is light MBTI discussion.
Okay. Oh, this one's funny. Choose your housemates for a year.
Okay.
And it has different groupings, so we have to choose. That's fun. I like this one. Okay.
Oh, well, no.
Okay. Oh, this is a good mixing. I do not want A. Even though INFJ is in there and I love the INFJ, I can't deal with the ISTJ. I can't do it. And ENTJ is too much for me. Honestly, I'm going to go with D.
I was thinking D as well.
I'm going to go with D. Oh,
ISTP.
but my INTJ.
I don't think INTJ wants to live in house number C.
No.
You're going to have to rescue them. They're just going to be in their room alone all year.
Maybe I should sacrifice myself and go into Group C just so that INTJ has a reason to live.
I'm going to build my own.
Okay.
I'm going to take...
You have to choose 4 people.
Yes. ISTP.
Okay.
ENFP.
Uh-huh. Thank you. INFJ?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, INFJ, ENTP, like, we're just going to pick all the same. Like,
Yeah, you have to choose 4, right?
Yeah. ENTJ is kind of fun, but kind of not.
Yeah.
I kind of already live with an ENTJ, so I could do that. I think ENFP and ENTP mixed together. That's fun.
You got to choose 4.
How many have I chosen? 3?
I think you've chosen like 5. So you want ISTP,
ISTP, ENFP,
ENFP, ENTP?
ENTP,
ENTP,
yeah,
and INFJ.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of like predictable. I guess I'm living in that house too.
Well, you choose 4 plus you.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I guess INFJ.
INFJ. I think I would I would do ENTP, INTJ, INFJ, and throw an ESTP in there. I would throw in an ESTP, but ISTP is a close second to that. Should we trust people with their MBTI types? No.
Should we really trust people with their MBTI types? Do you think people are really self-aware enough to answer correctly all the questions required to determine their MBTI type? I feel like a lot of people are really good at lying to themselves or be under the influence of prejudice. What are your thoughts? INFJ here, or am I?
I like that. The answer is no, we should not trust people. You can't trust us. I'm probably not an ENFP.
This INTJ claimed commenter just crossed out with their MBTI type.
Should we trust people?
And then no. INTP responded, should we?
Should we trust? No, should we? Should.
Who's
we? Who's we? There's no we.
Oh,
these people are funny.
That's good. Yeah, no, we should not trust, like, I've met many people. I couldn't even be trusted with my own type in the beginning. Most people I meet, when they tell me their type, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. In our TikTok comments and our YouTube comments, when you tell me I'm blank type, I don't trust you. But I don't even think, do I trust you about that? I just suspend my disbelief and take you at your word for the sake of our relationship and for the sake of responding to you people. Because, like, it's a waste of my time.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who you are.
It's a waste of my time to, like, try to convince you if I even have an opinion in the first place. And it's also just a waste of my time to, like, verify. Like, I don't care. You think you're an ESTP? Cool.
There are a couple of types that I can tell by how you respond what type you probably are.
Yeah.
And normally you're claiming not to be the type that I'm like, oh, no, that's not how you would respond.
Right.
But really, like, I mistyped myself at the beginning. So who am I to tell you? Like,
when I was younger.
You were a young warthog?
When I was a young warthog, and, like, especially the days before I got certified and when I did the workshop, it really, I had a bee in my bonnet about people's typing of their, like, typing themselves. And if I came across someone who typed themselves wrong and it was very obvious to me with my knowledge, like, I know that they're wrong, it would really upset me and just bother me. These days, you could say to my face that you're an INFJ and you're very clearly like an ESFP or something. And I'm like, good for you. I'm so happy for you. I just don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I don't care. And ultimately, it is not productive for me to try to convince them otherwise. It's just not productive.
We did convince one person.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll convince people.
But it was mostly me just telling them, no, you're not an ENTP over and over again.
Yeah, it depends on the personality of like how they can take it.
Yeah.
She could handle that.
Well, and you were playing like the soft side of it. We went good cop, bad cop on typing this person. Because they were like, I'm a this. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not leading with a perceiving function. So simmer down. And Siobhan's like, you could have some of that in you.
Yeah.
Like, Siobhan, don't lie to him. And Siobhan's like, well, we develop as people and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I think she needed both.
Yeah. But for this person, and this happens to a lot of people, like there's a stereotype because they didn't like the J because they associated J being that they were a judgmental person, which I think is always really funny.
Yeah.
They're like, no, J's are assholes. And I'm like...
Yeah, and they're too uptight and they're rigid. And
like, some J's could be assholes that are uptight and rigid, but none of that means that. Because J is just pointing at, like, what you're extroverted.
Which part of your personality is extroverted. So that kind of just leads me to... if you're in the Myers-Briggs community online for long enough, we all have had the experience, most of us, of having someone try to tell you you're not that type. And to those people, I will say...
Oh, yeah, we still get people telling us.
To the people who just will like go into the comments and say, without knowing you at all, they're a complete stranger, you're not this type. What I will say to you, it's not productive. You really are wasting your time. And I want you to take a moment to think about how would you feel? What would your experience be if someone just came who doesn't know you at all and say, I don't think you're actually this type, I think you're that type. Like, what do you think the response would be? Like, you're so right. You're so right. Yeah, absolutely. Like, no, obviously not. And, I mean, obviously when people come in our comments and try to say we're not, most of the time that does not happen.
It does, like every once in a while, people like, oh, you really struck me like Morris, blah, blah, blah.
It's very rare that happens. Most of our comment sections, like, you guys are so ENFP, INTJ.
But when people type me as something different, I'm flattered because it means that I'm more than the boss.
Yeah, but that's where I was going. It's like the very rare time someone will be like, you guys are these types. It's kind of just entertaining. It's like, that's interesting. And it makes me just wonder, like, where did you get that from? And it makes me start thinking. I have known other people that get very defensive and very offended if you try to tell them they're not the type that they are. Or you try to tell them they're wrong. So everyone has a different response. But either way, my point is, if you're someone who thinks, I'm just going to go tell them, like, you're not that type, that's not productive. Yeah. You're not getting anywhere doing that.
Yeah, and we can, like there is actually a reason why this is pseudoscience. Because, like, it's really hard to prove personality. Yeah. Dare I say impossible. Yep. So, like...
Very hard to measure.
That's okay, too.
Yeah.
Like, there are patterns, but we can't prove the patterns. And it's hard to quantify or measure it. And we've talked about when we've taken the past tests that, like, my big problem with them is the cognation aspect, is the tests are all cognation. Yeah. Not behaviors. And so it's, like, what people think about their behaviors.
Right.
So, you know... It's all a little...
Yeah. Can't take it too seriously. Take it with a grain of salt, as they say.
But no, you can't trust people with their own types.
That's the answer. Surprised you even have to ask.
This person says people should know themselves better than anyone else. But people also pretend to be rare and special because nobody wants to be ordinary in any way. Yeah. I'm going to hazard to say at least 40% of the people in this are mistyped. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing is, like, you do know yourself more than anyone else, but you don't know how you're being experienced more than anyone else. That's called self-awareness.
Yeah, that's why I recommend if you're confused about your type or you're willing to actually determine your real type, ask the people who know you really well. Because a big part of Myers-Briggs is not just your own internal experience. You also need to ask, how are other people experiencing your behavior? Because that's the extroverted part of your personality. So even if you're an introverted dominant type, there's a part of you that is extroverted, and the people around you are going to help you to, like, see that part of you. So if you want to really determine your type, don't just rely on your own experience. It's good to ask other people their opinion who know you well.
Yeah. This person said exactly what I did. There's a reason it's pseudoscience because psychologists, it lacks the empirical rigor found in the academic models.
Yeah, it's fair.
So, yeah.
I'm noticing, like, half of the posts in this subreddit are about stereotypes in some way or another. So that seems to be a very common theme. We should do an episode about it.
We do a ton with stereotypes. This is the entire bent of our podcast.
But I think
our showcast.
We're getting a clue that we need to use it in the title sometime because that might get a lot of views. And that's what we care about here on this channel.
Yeah, we don't care about connecting with y'all.
Nope, not at all. How did you type yourself?
Well, that's a good one.
Okay, that's a good one. So this person asked, how did you type yourself? How did you type yourself? Or did someone else type you?
I took a test, and the test told me something, and I told her, and she told me the test was wrong.
And I laughed.
And I said, oh, okay.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, you did probably go read about it.
Well, yeah, you said the test was wrong, and I said, wait, I don't understand because I feel these things. And you're like, well, yeah, this is how cognitive functions work. And I said, oh, okay, I'll go learn some.
I think if I recall, that was at the beginning of our friendship.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think I did try to explain to you, you do these things, that is very INTJ. And I think that's what piqued your interest of like, okay, well, I'll go look into this.
Yeah.
That was a rare case of someone telling someone else, you're wrong, you're actually this. And then being like, okay. And then the person was right. That doesn't happen.
I also like the amount of investment I had at the point of that conversation was like, that'll help too. Like if someone's like, I don't know that much about personality. I took a test and it said this, what do you think?
Yeah.
That's a huge opportunity to talk it through with them.
Right.
Versus if someone comes in and is like, I know my personality. It's this.
That is a lot different.
Okay, I don't experience you that way. And then immediately you have become the enemy. So you're just like, oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah. I did read, even though you said not to, MBTI types and casual sex. I scanned through that real fast.
What was it?
It was interesting because it was like an INFJ responded to something, which is like, there's no such thing as casual sex for an INFJ.
You could argue that for everyone.
You could argue that for
Depends
everyone.
your spiritual beliefs.
I think so, but I think that they were arguing the NI.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Makes it harder to be casual in that way.
As an ENFP, I agree with that INFJ assessment. Let's just say I've attempted such things and I realized through it I can't do that.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say, I'm going to come out and make an assumption. I have not read that subreddit or that forum, in particular that thread. I'm just getting used to the Reddit lingo. I haven't read that thread, but this is my predictions. Casual sex is going to be very easy for an SE type, particularly like an ESTP, maybe an ISTP. In general, I think you're going to find that F types in general are going to have a little bit of a harder time just doing casual sex, but especially NF types. It's going to be hard for them to just completely do casual. That's not me saying that it's impossible and that there aren't NF types that can partake in that. Those are just my general predictions. In my experience too, I tend to have seen ESTPs and ISTPs, they can engage in that type of activity very easily. But at the same time, I have heard those same people say that they really struggle with intimacy, deep emotional intimacy. And so they find casual sex more easy, but not fulfilling because they tend to want to avoid deeper emotions. So I'm not going to attach good or bad to either one, but those are just general predictions on the experiences of types.
Yeah, what if we just start randomly attaching judgment to things?
Okay, we could become judging types.
That's not what that means.
We could be, well, kind of is.
All right. Evil or righteous? Go.
Righteous, definitely. That thing is beautiful, and beauty is righteous. Pretty evil.
Evil.
Pretty evil.
Okay, here's one that's hard. Together. Righteous. Separated. Evil.
Evil.
So that's all the time we have for today. Sorry that you didn't get a whole lot of cat from us.
No.
She just popped in for a minute.
We haven't mentioned this in a while. Please send us pictures of your pets to our email address because we want to make a video in the future where we feature your pet and we try to type them.
Yeah. And if we get a ton, we just want to feature your pets along the way.
We also will just feature your pets because they're freaking cute.
Because they're cute, yeah. Send us pictures of your pets.
Your turtle, your fish, your horse, your dog, your cat, your pet chameleon.
Send us a picture of an inanimate object and label it righteous or evil.
Do you have a pet rock? Send us a picture of your pet rock.
Righteous or evil.
This really is just a ploy for us to get pictures of cute animals.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a little bit of a low-key one. I think it's interesting that we're using Reddit because, like, Reddit is fun, but it's already a subtype of people that are on Reddit.
It is.
So.
Yeah, it is interesting as outsiders to kind of, like, dip into Reddit for a little bit and then take some time away from it and then come back every once in a while. I do like the idea of us going into one of those Reddits posting a picture of us two and saying type us. That would be fun for a little episode, even if it's just a segment.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. Cheers. Have a great day. We love you.
Righteous or evil?
The answer may surprise you. I'm stealing that one from you.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Toodaloo.
Go get yourself a Mad Hatter hat.
You'll love it. Your mom will love it.
Your mom will love it.
Ah! My hand.
Do you guys like the belts?
Is it from the owl? Did I get all this glitter on my hand from the owl just now?
Is it a glittery owl? I guess it is a little glittery, isn't it?
I didn't think it was gonna...
That actually is sparkle that came out of my ear.
What?
Well, I have sparkle in my brain. That's part of being an ENFP. Sometimes it comes out of your ear, lands on people.
Why is it on this part of my hand and no other part of me then?
That's the magic of the ENFP. It's a mystery.
Yeah, don't hate your type, guys. That's weird.
Yeah, what a great way to end it. Don't hate yourself. Hate me instead.
If you need to, you can.
You gotta put your hateful energy somewhere. Are you taking Advil with Mountain Dew? Girl dinner!